chemicals come to the surface in like rainbows. It's quite
Whenever
alarming.
you see that rainbow look, I looked at that and I was like, oh, I'm not surprised because you've probably seen that rainbow look before if you see a puddle in the road. So whenever you see that, you know you've got a thin layer of something organic. It doesn't tell you what though. That's the problem because it could be anything from gasoline to butyl acrylate to it just has to be hydrophobic, meaning it doesn't want to dissolve in the water. It wants to separate and lighter than water. In a pristine stream, it wouldn't be there because where a hydrocarbon is going to come from. But it could be so many different things that the only way to know is to take a sample and actually test and see what it is. It's really what degree of harm. So, for example, let's say it was some gasoline. Well, that's not good to be there. But there are things that are way worse than that it could be. That's what I think the frustrating part of this whole episode is there's so many different things that could have been produced. When you think about it, there's the initial fire in the derailment, things like polyethylene burned and other things burned, and that put stuff in the air. Then there was the controlled explosion and burn of vinyl chloride, and that generated some byproducts. And then there was just leakage. So many different things could have gone into the environment. It's a monumental job to try and figure out what all was there. I would be concerned, very concerned, if I was using a well as my primary water source and I lived in that area. I would probably have my own tests done or pay someone to do them. That stuff is so dangerous. When you think about it, they preferred to do a controlled explosion and burn because they were so afraid that this stuff would go into the air as a vapor. Let's say a car went, then you could get lots of serious injuries, possibly even death. All of it is used to make polyvinyl chloride, PVC, which is we use all the time. So it just makes no sense to me. I mean, to me, it's a bad design to move it around in rail cars because, yes, most of the time it gets to its destination just fine. But look what happens on those rare occasions when there's a problem. The problem is huge.